All right, things are heating up at the Fed, and there's buzz that Jerome Powell may be on his way out. Enter Kevin Warsh. He's one of the top names being floated as the next Fed chair, and he just went on CNBC this morning to share his take on the economy. Warsh says that the Fed is using old school thinking, like 1970s old. They still believe inflation comes mainly from a hot economy and rising wages, but he says they're ignoring the massive government spending and money printing that added fuel to the fire. He's also not a fan of how the Fed works behind the scenes. When Powell says no more rate cuts, the rest of the board just nods along. Warsh wants more debate, more disagreement, basically less groupthink. Novel idea. And he's not letting the Fed off easy for their past mistakes. Remember when they called inflation transitory? Yeah, Warsh thinks that hurt their credibility big time. Now he believes the Fed should cut rates, but they're too scared to because they don't want to be wrong again. Meanwhile, New York Fed President John Williams disagrees. He says stay on the sidelines. He's worried tariffs could push inflation back up by another 1%. And don't forget, the Beige Book just dropped. It showed the economy's moving but still soft. Labor's cooling, and companies are feeling the squeeze. They're raising prices less because customers just can't take it anymore. So, the big question is, who do you trust with the economy? And is change at the Fed coming soon? Would love to hear your thoughts.